Hello, it's Daniel. This is the TriathlonDan YouTube channel, and this is week 2 of 7 in which I'm trying to lose a minimum of 7 kilos of body weight in that 7 weeks by being in a big calorie deficit every day, training a lot and trying to essentially lose some weight and get myself out of the little mess that I find myself in right now. Up to yet, my diet and training has been good, really good in fact. I haven't necessarily seen the benefits on the scales yet, but I'm confident what I'm putting in is going to get me there. Today, however, is a bit of a tougher day. I knew it would happen. When you start something new, it's fresh in your mind, you're motivated. When that wanes a little bit, it gets tougher, doesn't it? I have to now, as if I wasn't already, be completely obsessed with this goal, because otherwise it will not happen. So it's Tuesday evening, it is 9:20. I'm hungry. I've been in the office all day today, I've been out this evening, I got home probably 45 minutes ago. I debated getting on the bike, but I've got a little knee niggle I'm trying to just clear up today so I can keep riding my bike lots, because it's so key to what I'm doing. So I'm resting this evening, get on top of life and so on. But that means that I'm currently at a completely break-even level for calories. So I've had just over 2,100 calories today. I felt like I've had to work really hard for that. I've had so many carrot sticks this afternoon and cucumber sticks, I wouldn't bear to imagine the sight of another carrot stick. But it's nearly bedtime and I'm nearly there, but I'm feeling quite hungry. Now, I could probably have a really small snack and that should be okay, but if that number on my MyFitnessPal goes into the negative, or the positive, negative, whichever one, to put me in a calorie surplus, that will mess with me mentally, and I think it's a slippery slope from there. I think I would have another snack, or tomorrow night do the same. I can't have any complacency. I've got to just be so focused now. So what I'm doing is I have a glass of Pepsi Max Cherry. I'm just making a cup of tea in the hope that that just wanes my hunger enough that I can get to sleep and then wake up tomorrow morning and crack on with another day, is the plan. I mean, I'm not gonna absolutely kill myself. If I'm starving and can't sleep, I will eat something, but the thing is, I'm not physically starving. I have a lot of body fat on my body. My body can eat that, surely. So I just wanted to start this week's video with a bit more of a challenging mental situation than a good situation, and doing this honestly makes such a difference to whether this thing's going to work or not. So thank you very much for watching, and I will pick up with you tomorrow when hopefully I'm training and we're going to carry on this project. It is 6:30 the following morning. I've been awake since 5:30. I've had to get up and get breakfast because I am absolutely starving. So perhaps not the most sensible decision last night, but weighed in pretty light for me, 102.2 kilos this morning, which is good, but I can't help but think that this has been a bit of an error, but we'll see how today goes. So that day was a bit of a challenge. I just felt hungry all day and ate a bit more than I should have. However, thanks to being able to do a decent amount of exercise, so in total I did something like 2.5 hours on the bike, which is quite a long time, I was able to still come in at a decent calorie deficit, or very good, of just over 1,300 for the day. So I was feeling it, but I still managed to save the day. I just thought I'd show you through what I'm doing during the daytimes when I'm trying to train quite a bit. How am I then eating and that around it? I spoke in the previous episode about how I'm just trying to have an okay diet. I'm not trying to be super clean, super fresh, all that sort of stuff. That'd be amazing if I had an in-house chef, but well, Liz does a very good job, but she's not here all the time, right? So when I'm cramming in a workout at lunchtime, I don't have time to then make food afterwards. I need to be back at the desk and working. So we have in the fridge and freezer, often we'll have leftover meals. I don't think we have any leftover meals at the minute. No, we don't, but I'd normally have some sort of leftover meal in there which I can just bang in the microwave. If not, so on a day like today when I haven't got that and I'm going to try and get some training done, we do have a stash of microwave meals. So these are there's a lot of red on there, isn't there, for fat and salt and all that sort of stuff. So they're not amazing, but because I'm training quite a bit, the actual numbers in there are okay. So that was a 4 cheese ravioli. What else have we got? Spaghetti and meatballs. Mac and cheese. Yeah, macaroni and cheese. And these are about between 5 and 6. Oh, on 680. That's a high one. But 600-700 calories for a lunch. It's a hot meal. When I come in, I just microwave, 5 minutes, being done, ready to eat. That stops me making a bad decision because it's there and I know it's there and I'm going to use it. Bad decisions might be, I'm making something on toast and I'm eating more toast when I'm making it, or I'm piling loads of butter on it and those sorts of stuff. So I think those things really, really help me. I can't believe now, I'm now a week and a half into this, I haven't had any big, like, I'm not, you know, like binged on something. I've not had chocolate, sweets and so on. So long may this continue, but I'm expecting in the next few days, week or two, who knows when it's going to come, to really struggle. Today I was even lighter. I was 102 kilos, 102 kilos exactly, which I was expecting to go a bit higher after yesterday's weighing in lighter, but being really, really hungry. So again, I don't know whether that's true or not. I'm trying to not look at each day's weight, but it's going in the right direction. So versus where I started beginning of last week, that's like 2.5 kilos down. So I've got a long way to go, but that's certainly encouraging. It's motivating when I see that. When I get on the scales this morning, it said 102. I feel motivated. I feel like what I'm doing has a purpose, like it's having some result, and that's good. I've just got to figure out how I stay motivated when I'm doing those things and the numbers don't reflect it. But for the time being, I'll take what I can get. So that's where we are. Okay, so I'm just going to get stuck into lunch. This is 3 eggs, semi-skim milk, scrambled egg on 3 slices of wholemeal toast. I know that's a pretty decent sized lunch, but I have just trained, so I'm going to have to refuel. Over the last week and a half, I've been learning a lot through MyFitnessPal, through logging things on it and then actually discovering how many calories and different things are in things. And I've had a revelation. Be right back. And that revelation is in here, specifically this area of my fridge. Sauces. What the hell are people putting in sauces? Right, that is squirty cream. That's Liz's, not mine. Let's talk about sauces. So I love a sauce on loads of things. Chips, I don't know, burgers, scrambled egg, anything like, I would like a bit of sauce. I do like a pie it on. So I've had a look through how many calories are in various sauces. I'm going to just read them to you. So a serving is 15 grams, and that is a tablespoon. I don't know anybody who only uses a tablespoon of ketchup. I am more of a sort of guy. So therefore I'm probably having a lot more than a tablespoon. So in a tablespoon of this, there's 15 calories, okay? A little bit, not bad. Let's go to Heinz American style burger sauce. In a serving of this, there's 56 calories in a tablespoon. I'm probably putting 4 or 5 servings on a burger if I have that. That is nuts. Brown sauce isn't too bad. There's 18 calories per 15 grams of serving in brown sauce. So yeah, not terrible. Salad cream. Now I actually thought that salad cream was going to be the worst, but it is not the worst thing in this fridge. So this is per 100 grams, it's 303 calories, which means per maths. There's 45 calories in a tablespoon of salad cream, but the worst is mayonnaise. Now I know that this is the proper like full stuff. Liz for some reason read something and decided that the light one was worse for you than the normal one, so maybe the light one's a lot better. But per 15 grams there's 97 calories in this. I would have mayonnaise on chips all the time. What the hell? Let's say I'm having 4 servings of that. 400 calories in mayonnaise on a meal. That is like, would make or break a day for me. Absolutely not. So what I'm doing now is, like, so on scrambled egg on toast, for example, I normally have ketchup. That's the best sauce out of the lot, but I don't need the sauce. I'm gonna put a bit of salt and pepper on. The egg is, you know, it's wet enough for me to swallow. I don't need to coat it in sauce and just crack on. So sauces, check them out. And this is the sort of thing that when I've been logging things in the past, I've just like put the meal in and a bit of sauce, don't worry about it. Now I'm like committed to logging absolutely everything. That's how I've seen sauces have so many calories in. I wish I'd known ages ago. So when I first started to make a video about this series, I thought, right, I'm gonna make it really artistic, loads of B-roll, the video's gonna be really well structured, it's gonna tell this really captivating and gripping story that's gonna keep people there to the end and all of that. And maybe that has, or hopefully it has, but it has not been like that. The thing that I'm trying to do, I'm finding it very difficult, and therefore I can't plan and structure what the video is going to look like. I'm pretty much just getting through each day and then talking about it at various different points. And when I figure out things that are worth talking about, then I do during that. So sorry if you're expecting some massive viral sensation series. To be honest, I was hoping for that, but you know, it is what it is. What I am doing is sharing with you this honest roller coaster, because we are now at the end of week 2 of my campaign to try and lose 7 kilos in 7 weeks, and some things have gone good, some things haven't gone good. So end of week 2, bit of a recap from week 1. I managed to have a just under 10,000 calorie deficit for the week. I am going to talk about my weight in terms of 7-day averages. I weigh myself every day. It goes up and down, up and down. Taking one day is just a finger in the air. It's not really that accurate. So I'm going to take 7-day averages because that just takes into account those fluctuations and shows me where I'm generally going. So when I first started this thing, my 7-day starting average, the 7-day average from the week before I started this thing was 104.6 kilos. At the end of week 1, it was 103.9 kilos. So I haven't really made much progress, but something better than nothing. Week 2. Now I'm going to talk about how I found it, some things I've done, and then I'm going to come back to the numbers for week 2. So I've been waking up hungry quite a bit. I think the knock-on effect of having been in what I think is a big calorie deficit for over a week is, catches up with me. So therefore on Tuesday I had what I'm calling a refeed day. I have been doing a bit of research about how sustainable is being in a 1,000 calorie deficit per day, and it is more sustainable if you do more exercise than if you just sedentary and just cutting food. But the advice is to have a refeed day every now and then where you are equal or in a small surplus to give your body a chance to recover a little bit and to refuel and so on. So life dictated that happened on Tuesday. It wasn't pre-planned. I didn't plan it out fully to do it. Just had a busy old day. I was in the office all day, went to Hoob, my partner on this channel's office, in the evening, and then I got back late in the evening. It was just, that's how life mapped out, but I broke even. That was good. I was really happy to break even. So that was my refeed day. The other things I found are I'm trying to eat a bit of protein before bed, literally in bed before I go to sleep. That's supposed to stop your muscle mass deteriorating and falling away. From what I read, you could do this sort of thing, be in a big calorie deficit, lose loads of weight, but actually lose loads of fitness because you lost loads of muscle. I'm trying to lose fat rather than muscle because muscle is useful in my life through cycling, running, swimming, all those sorts of things. Of course, some of that might happen, but I'm trying to mitigate that where possible. And so I read, protein before bed helps your body do that. I'm clearly not having enough because I'm still waking up hungry, but I'm in a calorie deficit. Of course, I'm going to be hungry. My mental state has been generally good. I am stressed constantly still about my weight. Less stressed because I know I'm doing something about it. More stressed about things that might get in the way of me doing something about it. So looking ahead to this week, I have a meal out for Liz's birthday. I have a day in the London office for work. So I've got a couple of things where I'm like, ooh, that's going to take me away from what I've planned to do. I'm going to have to think differently, but I need to get better at adapting to those things. I'm not always going to be in a constantly perfect routine every day where I can do exactly what I want to do when I want to do it. That's not reality. So I've got to try and deal with that, but it does have an effect on me. But for example, Liz's birthday meal, for example, we're going out Sunday. We're going to go out Sunday tea time rather than lunchtime. So that means I can get a good long ride in during the day, be in a big calorie deficit, not be stressed about having a meal out. So yeah, every little helps. I had some treats during, I did an Audax ride, I did an 8.5 hour ride. Brilliant, loads of big calorie burn. I needed to get lots of fueling during the ride anyway, and I had a Mars bar and a packet of sweets and things, and that felt like I was having a relapse, felt like I was treating myself, whereas actually I was still in a big deficit that day and it was still controlled, and I'm looking at how many grams of carbs I'm eating an hour and all that sort of stuff. So that felt really good. And then I had a pizza Saturday night as well, and that also felt like how I used to do this was it last a few days, then I'd have a reward of some sort, and then it'd just be rubbish for another week or so. That felt like I had a reward, but it's calculated. I'm looking at what state I'm in before I eat the stuff. So that was good. And yeah, I'm just thinking about things this week. One thing I have got on my mind is I need a haircut, and I could normally fit it in at lunchtime or I'd do it at a weekend. I don't want to take time out of either of those times to do it, so I'm just going to see how I go with that. But this week in total, I have been in a calorie deficit of 8,440. So the days of Monday was 1,862, Tuesday was the break even, 32, so refeed day, Wednesday 1,382, Thursday 1,074, Friday 925, Saturday 2,229, so massive long ride, but still obviously had quite a bit of food. Sunday 936, brilliant. Started the week on 104.1 kilos, 7-day average. End of the week as a 7-day average on 102.8. So that takes me down from 0.5 kilos in the first week, down another 1.3 in the second week. So 1.8 kilos down at the end of week 2, and I was planning to lose 1 kilo per week. So I'm there or thereabouts. If I'm honest, I'm a bit a bit disappointed I'm not over 2. I thought that I would lose loads first and then it'd slow down, and it's just not been fast from the start. But I'm just trusting in the process. Looking at the daily weigh-ins, my weight's actually gone up towards the end of this week, but I think with the long ride, pizza meal, all those sorts of things, like it's going to fluctuate. So I'm hoping that in the early part of next week I again see another drop. I put a photo on my Instagram story today of me. I just got back from a ride and Liz was on the street. She was going out for a run, took a picture of me. And I got a couple of nice messages saying, "Oh, you're looking a bit slimmer." Obviously, people know that this is a focus of mine. Although I haven't publicised this yet, I talk about it frequently and people say, you know, how's your training? And I say, good. Really trying to lose some weight, just to be, you know, honest. So, and people have said you look a little bit slimmer, and that really makes me feel better, because looking at myself, I think I don't look any different. Maybe it was black kit, maybe it was the angle, whatever it was. I'm going to take that little bit of positivity and take it forward to this week. So I'm feeling good. I've done 20 hours of cycling this week, which has meant that I can be in the situation I was in calories wise. I can't always do that. That is a big week of cycling for me. I can't physically do that, even if I can fit it into life. So I'm going to just see how this week goes. There's a few things in my daily diet that I think I need to look at and tweak. I'm still snacking quite a bit, but other than that, there's not a huge amount of places I can cut back from. My daily calories have ranged from 2,200 to 3 and a bit thousand on a normal day. Of course, on the Audax day, long ride day, they're a bit higher. So yeah, I mean, I'm feeling okay. I'm now 2 weeks in, 5 to go. So I feel like I've got a long way to go still before the end of this little campaign. But yeah, not playing out how I thought it would do, but still, I'm so happy to be 1.8 kilos down, and to be down now an average of like under 103. I was 103 last year when I went to Mallorca for a week, so I'm 5 weeks ahead of 2024, Daniel. So I'm taking that positivity. Thank you very much for the support. Obviously, I don't know what has gone off on the reaction to my first and second video, so I don't know what I'm thanking for, but I know the community is brilliant. Hopefully people are getting something from this. That's the only reason I'm sharing it, as well as the fact it's holding me more accountable. So I appreciate the support. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this. I hope your training is going well. Please do hit like and subscribe, and I will see you again very soon for episode 4 from week 3 of my losing 7 kilos in 7 weeks attempt, and that will take me to nearly halfway. So I would love to be nearly halfway weight wise. See you there.